How's it going, everybody? My name is John. I'm here once again with Patrick Cadillac, part of the Patrick Dealer Group in Schaumburg, Illinois, and we have another awesome video for you today because this is a 2025 Cadillac XT4. It's one of my favorite cars in the lineup for a whole bunch of reasons that we're going to talk about, so let's do it. All right, the 2025 XT4. Now, like I mentioned, this is one of my favorite models in the lineup. This car just does a whole bunch of things well, and I personally think it's one of the best looking Cadillacs out there. I mean, the Cadillac makes some great looking cars. None of them are ugly in my opinion, but for some reason, the proportions on this one, the styling, everything just seems to work really, really well. This particular car is a luxury line. You can also get one in a sport package as well with a couple little exterior differences. This particular one is in deep sea metallic, one of my favorite colors for this car because it really just pops, and all of the kind of extra contrasting colors, especially when you see the interior, it all just works so well. But basically any color looks great on this car. In terms of performance, this car has a 2-liter inline 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, puts out 235 horsepower and 258 foot-pounds of torque, which is plenty of power for a small SUV like this. It really gets down the road well. You also get these awesome 20-inch wheels. These are the luxury line wheels. The sport wheels look a little bit different, but they match the aesthetics of the car perfectly, and they fill the wheel arches really, really well. Some of the other design aspects I love on this car are the waterfall headlights. They look really, really cool. I love the kind of squinty DRL shapes, especially on a little SUV. It always makes it look kind of mean and powerful. But then you got your regular headlights down in this lower pod here. You also, on the luxury line, get the kind of chrome accent around the grille and little kind of V emblems in the grille as well. A little bit different of a front bumper. You also get chrome accents around the doors, a little chrome Cadillac badge on the front fender, which I like a lot, and chrome on the door handles as well. But let's flip it around so I can show you the back. All right, stepping around to the car, you can see more of that awesome Cadillac design language flowing around to the back of the car. Oh, great segue. Flowing, because these waterfall taillights look awesome. These are one of the differences you're gonna see on the luxury line. They're all red. On the sport package, you get a little silver accent that runs through the tail light. So a little bit of a difference there. You got a roof spoiler, which is also cool because it integrates another backup camera. You got one up here, and then you have one above the license plate as well. This car has the 360 surround view camera. So you got ones underneath the mirrors and one in the front grille also. So you get that top-down 360 bird's eye view, which is really cool, really nifty for parking in tight spaces. You also have your XT4 badging. This car is an all-wheel drive. We live in Chicago. All-wheel drive is pretty necessary. And then you got a big Cadillac crest on there. I love the reverse light down at the bottom of the bumper. It's always a cool look. And you have these big exhaust outlets, which always look nice, make a small car look even more powerful with some big exhausts. And you do also get plenty of trunk space in these cars. Especially for such a small car, it's nice to be able to still load around a lot of stuff. But it's all power tailgate. You can do that either with the key or with the button on the tailgate itself. But you can see you got plenty of room inside here. This partial shelf can come out with just a couple of clips, easy peasy, and then the rear seats also fold down, so you got even more room. And then underneath here, you have a little extra storage space. This one has a spare tire holder in it there, but you also have a tire mobility kit in there as well, but you can still store some extra kind of goodies in there as well. But yeah, plenty of room in these cars, super practical size. I feel like these days a lot of people are driving SUVs and cars in general that are just way bigger than they actually need them to be. There's no reason to be driving around a 7-seat SUV when you only have a max of 4 people in your car at any given time. So yeah, these kind of small SUVs fit people's lifestyles, I feel like, a lot better. Of course, it's always nice to have that extra room when you need it, but if you only need it for 2 days out of the year, what's the point of wasting all that gas just to get to work every day? But enough of my rambling. A lot of the cool tech features are found inside the car, so let's hop in there. All right, taking a look inside the XT4, and you can see just how beautiful of a cabin this really is. They did a fantastic job with this cabin. Probably one of my favorite interiors, again, in any brand new Cadillac. This interior color is called Oxford Stone, and it just works perfectly with this deep sea metallic paint. It is just a perfect combo. I love a light interior, really kind of freshens it up. Any interior color that's not black, I'm a big fan of, and they did a fantastic job with this one. Let's hop in. Now, one thing that a lot of people will probably miss is that inside the door here, you have a little secret knob, and that will actually allow you to choose how high you want the trunk to open. So if you have a little bit lower of a garage door, you can set it to not hit the top of your garage whenever you're opening and closing it. Or if you're a little bit shorter, make it a little bit easier to hit that close button. You got all your kind of normal buttons on the doors as well. These are your memory seats, and you have an easy out seat as well, or an easy exit. So whenever you shut the car off, it'll slide the seat back, make getting in and out a little bit easier. One of the big highlights of this interior is definitely this 33-inch curved LCD display. It looks so good, and they just did a great job with all these graphics and with this infotainment system. One cool thing that you can do on here is customize what shows up in your instrument cluster. So if you want kind of your regular kind of gauge layout, you can choose that. But on the left side, you have 3 different options. So if you want just a giant map, giant Google Maps, you can have that in there as well. And then you have the clean feature, which is going to give you basically just all of your simplified information. So basically just your speed, just your range, and just what position you're in, whether it be park, neutral, reverse. So if you don't want any of the clutter, you can get rid of it all. And then over here you have the rest of your infotainment system. All these icons are really big, so they're easy to press while you're driving, which I always think is really important. But you got all of these tiles, everything to play around with. All of the maps and everything are all run by Google, so you're going to be able to get any places that Google can find on your phone, it'll be able to find in here as well. And it all looks just like it does on your phone as well. But you do have Apple CarPlay, you got Amazon Alexa, you got the Google Play Store, you got Google Assistant also, which kind of works like Siri to help you kind of find destinations or things like that, call people, all hands-free. You do also get a good-sized sunroof back here. It goes all the way over the rear seats. Really, really nice look, and again, just brings more of that kind of brightness, sunlight into the interior. One thing that I think cars are going away from, but I'm super glad that this one has it, is a place to put your sunglasses. I hate having to shove my sunglasses in my center console. I wish that my car had a sunglass holder. I just find it so useful and something that seems to be disappearing from cars, but should really make a big comeback. You also have a separate heating and air control display, which I always appreciate also, so you're not digging through the menus to get to everything. And all of your shortcuts are right here. You'll also notice you get heated and ventilated seats. You can also get massaging seats in here. That's right, the entry-level SUV, you can also get massaging seats, which is fantastic. You also have a power outlet, a couple USBs down here as well. Of course, your shifter. This is kind of your kind of shortcut path for using the infotainment system. You can also use the dial here to go through whatever you're trying to find there instead of using the touchscreen. You have your auto stop start, your traction control, and your different driving modes also. And then you got this nifty tray in here as well, where you can keep kind of smaller belongings like pens or change and things like that. It's also rubberized, so things aren't going to slide around and go tink, tink, tink as you're driving around, which is always appreciated for me. And then you have a really deep center console as well. You can hold a bunch of stuff. One design detail that I really like is the fact that the dash is also two-tone. I feel like it's a great way to make what you're looking at every day, which is the dashboard of your car, more exciting. And you get this really unique stitching in here as well, which is kind of reminiscent of what you see in the Cadillac Crest. It's kind of an abstract kind of take on the Crest itself with all the different icons in it. But you do get a bunch of extra kind of contrast stitching in here. It's brown in this one to match with the rest of the interior. And you have a little bit of wood trim on the doors as well. And stepping into the back seat, you can see you got plenty of room back here. These seats are pretty far back, so you can get a little bit extra leg room in there also. But you do even get heated seats in the back, as well as a regular USB and USB-C port. And you even get the kind of metal crests in the seats like you do on the front. Just a nice design detail saying that the designers knew that they weren't going to just leave whoever sitting in the back seat hanging. They're going to give them some nice stuff too. Of course, you got your cup holders folding down in the armrest also, and you can fold the seats down with just the push of a button right there. All right, thank you all so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, as I always do, making these videos for you. If you did like the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, leave a comment down below of what your thoughts on the XT4 are. We'd love to hear your opinions. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon. Have a great day.